facility is indeed a modern one built according to international and safety design standards. It's the end product of years of strategic planning on the part of our executive team and owners. It is a testimony of the depth of the company's commitment to continue improving our service to the public and represents our tagline in action, which is bringing value home. And this incorporates value to our customers, value to our staff, and by extension, value to our country. I now invite you to refer to our program as we welcome our first speaker, Mr. Ian Peter, OECS Finance Director of Unicoma. Mr. Peter.
I am here before you in my capacity as Director of the Board of Unicoma St. Lucia, the tenant of this newly purpose-built distribution center. It is with humility and pride that I welcome you all to this special inauguration ceremony, and I am truly thankful for the opportunity to speak on behalf of my colleagues here at Unicoma St. Lucia Limited. We have heard our leaders in government and business on many occasions speak of our changing global economic climate and the negative impact that these changes are having on our country. We at Unicoma St. Lucia, trading as courts, are not immune to those environmental changes. In fact, despite the effect of these changes, our owners have demonstrated commitment to the St. Lucia Business Unit and the rest of the Caribbean by continuing to invest resources into our growth and development. The investment in this distribution center is testimony to this fact. To survive and maintain a profitable and sustainable business, we must adapt. We must continue to strive for improvements in customer experience, employee engagement, and efficiencies in operation. This new distribution center gives us the opportunity to achieve greater operational efficiencies and thereby improve our customer experience at this critical customer touchpoint. The relocation of our distribution operation to this new warehouse is part of a wider group strategy to address those pillars on which we intend to grow and operate a sustainable business. I am sure I speak for the distribution team when I say that they are committed to raising their standards of operation to match this world-class facility that they now have the privilege to call home. We are thankful to our former landlord who has stood with us throughout the years, but we must embrace change and evolve to match standards of best practice. It was Winston Churchill who said, "To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often." We at Unicoma St. Lucia Limited welcome this change and are thankful to be part of a truly visionary and progressive group. Stay tuned for more changes on the retail landscape to come. Thank you. Gracias.
When Quartz St. Lucia opened its door 33 years ago, and some people here can remember that, the brand rapidly expanded and spread its wings, covering most major communities in St. Lucia. At that time, the company's warehouse at Marisul provided logistical support to all stores and delivered from that location to all parts of the country. In 2006, the Unicoma Group, which is part of the Siman family-owned entrepreneurial group from El Salvador and Central America, acquired Quartz Caribbean and soon continued its rapid expansion in the region, adding new locations and employing more people to deliver our service. We believe that in addition to our solid moral values and work ethics, the best way to achieve our goals is with strong focus on innovation and excellence in service. Hence, we have accomplished what our group has become today. It's a young company with a long history of excellence and success. Our strategic vision has led us far away from home, a strategy that has permitted us to grow in presence, in knowledge of other cultures, and ways to do business, and to get to know the most important asset any country has, its people. With this growth, operational efficiency became top of mind in our quest to improve our service, and as such, erecting our own distribution center in St. Lucia became a priority. This expansion has indeed now become a reality. In an effort to continue to guarantee of high-quality storage, distribution of products to our stores, and prompt delivery to our customers, I am pleased to reveal this modern 35,000 square foot distribution center. The state-of-the-art facility is designed following world-class logistics standards, featuring high-density racking to increase our storage capacity. It also features specialized forklift trucks for the stacking of the goods, and our staff will undergo special training to operate this equipment. The facility boasts 8 loading bays, which means the delivery truck can now turn around at a faster rate, resulting in improved customer service. Soon, we will also implement a warehouse management system, which will bring additional benefits to our operation. This investment of more than $8 million in this project, which is just the start of a series of investments that we have planned for continued expanding and modernizing the infrastructure of our operation in the country, demonstrates our company's confidence and our group's commitment to the economy of St. Lucia. Here in Marisul, in this entire complex, we are planning a Quartz megastore, just on the other side of this little river here, of over 20,000 square feet, as well as our St. Lucia and regional OECS offices, and our Servitech service center. This represents an additional investment of at least $10 million in the country in the next few years. But one of the greatest benefits of this multi-million-dollar investment in St. Lucia is the direct and indirect employment generation that these projects are creating here, not only during the construction of this building, but will continue as we continue to generate employment opportunities to many of our associates who now will continue to work, and hopefully more that will continue to work here. We believe that St. Lucia is a land of interesting challenges and many opportunities, and as an integral part of the business community, we look forward to our continued participation in the development of the country by fostering investments, generating employment, facilitating international trade and commerce, and being a good corporate citizen. On behalf of the Unicommerce Group, I would like to thank the government of St. Lucia for assisting us to be able to construct this complex and embracing the drive of Unicommerce St. Lucia Limited, as you know, trading as Quartz, that's the name that we trade under, to further expand. I want to thank you again, Your Honorable Prime Minister, for accompanying us in this event today, and thanks to the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and the Honorable Minister of Commerce for accompanying us today. I would also like to especially recognize His Excellency, the Ambassador of El Salvador to St. Lucia, and also to other Caribbean countries, Mr. Raimundo Rodriguez and his wife, Maria Cristina, who are good friends of us, for accompanying us in this event, and for all his efforts, and I know he will continue to do so, and to work very hard to facilitate stronger relations and more trade and investment to flourish between our countries. To our specially invited guests as well, thank you for being part of this landmark event. And I want to take a couple of minutes to thank individually some of the team that helped us with this project. Clearly to the architects, Claude, Neville, Monica, and Germaine, who were really great to have you. We really continue and look forward to continue working with you guys. Thank you so much. To the structural contractor Mandish Singh, thank you very much. To Stene Bent, our MEP consultant. To our hydraulic and electrical contractors, Philip Jules and John Mitchell. A special recognition to Martin Rene. Martin, where are you? In the back. Thank you, Martin, and his team of engineers and workers. To our legal counsel, Sean, you're somewhere here, I saw you. Thank you very much for all your help. Special thanks to Luis Dada from Omni Ingenieros. He's our advisor in the engineering firm, and to all the subcontractors and suppliers in general. Thanks to the Blue Jay team, particularly the Dream team, for their immense support and input in seeing this project through. I particularly, and don't want to forget, to thank our Unicommerce St. Lucia team for making this project a reality, and for the dedication and teamwork in making our St. Lucia operation a very successful one. You have a big challenge now. Malcolm, who is here with us today, and a dear friend, we dreamed, how many years ago, Malcolm, about 5 to 6 years ago, we dreamed about this facility. And I'm so happy that you're here with us today to help us in this inauguration, because you're an integral part of Court St. Lucia. You will always be. And I know that this is a great contribution to Court St. Lucia by having this building for us. And I know our people here, our team, will continue to do really great work looking to provide the best service to our customers, as they always do. So now we have a big challenge to continue doing that. I know you guys will do all the best to continue serving our customers. Thank you again. It's a pleasure to have you again. God bless you. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to be part of this august event. I share the joy of shareholders, management, and staff of Unicommerce St. Lucia trading at Courts on the occasion of the official opening of this Unicommerce Distribution Center here in Mar-a-Lago, Gros-Islet. I extend congratulations on my behalf and on behalf of the government of St. Lucia to Court St. Lucia on coming to fruition of this significant investment, particularly at this time of economic crunch, when investors are hesitant to invest and expand their businesses. It is my understanding that this facility measures approximately 35,000 square feet of space and is constructed to international building codes and safety standards. As we've heard, this investment cost just over 8 million EC dollars. I'm indeed heartened that Unicommerce St. Lucia continues to demonstrate confidence in our economy and again continues to be a trendsetter within our economic landscape. There is little doubt that Courts, since its launch in St. Lucia in 1981, has positively impacted the lives of many St. Lucians. Courts' business strategy of providing affordable credit to the market has given persons from all walks of life the opportunity to purchase furniture, appliances, and electronics on credit. This has contributed to enhancing the quality of lives of our citizens, particularly those who otherwise could not afford the outright cash purchase. This easy access to credit and products, coupled with Courts' dynamic and exciting promotions over the years, have made Courts a household name in St. Lucia. Your contribution to the St. Lucian economy cannot go unnoticed. With almost 80% of the market, government expects a commitment from you to continue to provide top quality products to the St. Lucian market at the most affordable prices. Cost footprint in the economic development of this country is significant and can be felt from Gros-Islet in the north to Vieux Fort in the south. As Minister responsible for Commerce, Business Development, Investment, and Consumer Affairs, I would hasten to say that my ministry has had a pleasant and cordial relationship with Courts over the years. As Minister responsible for Business Development, I've had to engage you as a strategic partner in our quest to develop and strengthen the local furniture sector. I'm pleased to note that we have received a commitment from you to work with my ministry and with the sector to increase local purchases from our suppliers, as well as to improve the marketing and visibility of local furnitures, and to work on a local furniture line. These initiatives will benefit all stakeholders, the local furniture suppliers, courts, and the public as well. Let me say that you have played a tremendous role in the past in supporting our local furniture manufacturers and suppliers with initiatives such as the Furniture Buyers Club, where our local suppliers have been embraced by you as part of the Courts family and have been given immense support. I am therefore elated that this support will be strengthened as we move forward in the future. Let me again congratulate the management, the owners, management, and staff for the inauguration of this Courts Distribution Center. And let me again reiterate that my ministry will continue to work with you in achieving our mutual developmental goals. Congratulations, and may this venture enhance the overall success of your business. May God bless you.
May I extend my deep thanks to the owners, Unicoma Regal Forest Holdings, for this opportunity to be here this evening. Tonight, we celebrate with you another achievement in the advancement of your company's operations here in St. Lucia, as we shall soon declare open this goods distribution center to serve your 7 Courts stores throughout this island. As we all know, Courts and St. Lucia go a long way. I still remember the day when Courts first established its presence in St. Lucia way back in 1981. In those days, I was supposed to be a young minister in the then Labour government in 1981, and we were going through an excruciatingly difficult period. And I believe that when Courts decided to establish its presence in St. Lucia, it was about the very first investment that was welcomed into St. Lucia at that time. So unashamedly, I have to confess to you, without causing, I hope, any unnecessary flutter, an emotional connection to Courts, because Courts established its presence in St. Lucia at a time when perhaps others were a little anxious about investments in the country, and they were brave enough to do so. And so there is this very special place that Courts hold in our hearts and in our minds, and certainly they have become tried and tested over the years by remaining firmly in this country and contributing to its economic development. So, as the minister said, Minister of Business Development, Courts is more than a household name. It makes many households complete and comfortable. With 4/5 of the country's sales of household appliances and furniture, products bought through Courts, it is probably fair to say that nearly every St. Lucian household has something from Courts in the living room, kitchen, or bedroom. And may I add, this also applies to the Prime Minister. Undoubtedly, the provision of such staple household durables, which enrich the St. Lucian home, makes Courts appear almost like a utility provider to some families. Indeed, the Courts bill, the monthly Courts bill for items taken on hire purchase are paid religiously every month, just like how the telephone, water, or electricity bills are paid. For over a generation, your company has made it possible for ever larger numbers of St. Lucian families, particularly working-class families, to purchase a television, a refrigerator, a washing machine, or even an iPad or personal computer. Those of us politicians who have to visit our constituencies in its very deep recesses will know the reach of Courts and would understand the reach of Courts. Because when we visit those households, we see the refrigerators, the washing machine and we see the mini components for the music system, and believe you me, it's all quartz. So we know and we understand the impact that you have had on the lives of our people. I have to tell you that sometimes some of us are a little amazed how deep the reach of quartz really is into the fabric of this society. So you have a very special place. Without the financing through hire purchase and loan facilities, it would have been very difficult for families to be living comfortably today. Quartz has been in the region for 55 years. It made good sense, even with a change of ownership, to maintain the trading name Quartz. I think that was a wise decision. It is also clear that since your acquisition, your company has been trying to reposition Quartz by being innovative. The penetration into the United States market with stores in areas frequented by Caribbean people in Brooklyn and Queens, New York, is an interesting marketing initiative. And I'm sure my good friends at Quartz would keep me updated on this to see whether you have the same appeal in an American overseas Caribbean population as indeed you have the appeal here in the Caribbean. The fact of the matter is, Caribbean people trust you. They feel comfortable with you. But my only hope is that you don't allow American habits to interfere and compromise that relationship. One can attest to the new sense of modernity through your newer outlets here in St. Lucia at the Baywalk Mall and Blue Coral Shopping Center in the heart of shopping districts. You also recently invested in Servitech in Vide-Bouteille, allowing for the repair of appliances. I applaud the efforts to shape a Caribbean brand through a language understood throughout the Caribbean. That is the idiom of cricket. And so Quartz has become the presenting sponsor of the Caribbean Premier League. This support for sport, and in particular for cricket, is invaluable. I should point out that just yesterday, an announcement was made by the CPL that research undertaken by the UWI Mona School of Business Management indicates that last year's tournament generated a combined impact of over US $105 million. With over 250,000 spectators attending matches alone, I think this might well suggest that is a kind of association Quartz may wish to keep. Forgive me, I had to put in a plug for the beleaguered West Indies team. Tonight, we see erected another pillar in our continued plans for expansion of operations here in St. Lucia. Of course, while the average customer will not interact directly with this distribution center, it will undoubtedly become the logistics nerve center for your operations, supporting all your stores. This behind-the-scenes entrepot matters crucially for your company to ensure the safe, secure, and systematic management of your stock. This is what matters to all companies in the business you're in. I trust that this $8 million investment US will make a difference in your operations. These are challenging times for many households. Hundreds of families all across St. Lucia unfortunately lost their belongings in the floods brought on by the Christmas Eve trough. That ended our year with much despair. However, the outpouring of love and support from St. Lucia and those beyond our shores was encouraging. We were united in purpose with a desire to help each other cope. For this reason, many families are still holding on despite the losses. Clothes loss, furniture loss, appliances destroyed, and in some instances, homes no longer habitable due to destabilization. This was Christmas time, and some families may well have just bought new items for their homes. Fortunately, many families found some relief within days after the trough. Thanks to Courts and other partners, many now rest well with mattresses and pillows. St. Lucia continues to be blessed by the generosity of the local, regional, and international communities, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you, thank Courts St. Lucia for the support that it extended to the distressed victims of the trauma. I know that many of your clients were protected by special coverage arrangements, and I know much has been done to assist with the repair of damaged appliances. I urge you to be generous in your approach to these matters. And perhaps I should tell you that as individuals who are on the front line in these communities, we often hear the tales and, of course, have to extend advice to a lot of individuals who have been affected. But again, I thank you for being responsive. I thank you for being sensitive. I thank you for being caring, especially at this time. The government and people of St. Lucia are truly grateful for your contribution and support. Ladies and gentlemen, this is supposed to be just remarks, so I must end. I wish to congratulate all those who worked on this project, the architects, engineers, skilled professionals, and technicians, and all contractors, subcontractors, and laborers whose work we unveil today. May I say thank you to the leadership of the Unicoma Group. Now that this has been completed, it paves the way for further investments in St. Lucia. And I must tell you, sir, I am exceedingly pleased to hear the plans for the new mega store. I wish to assure you that in much the same way the government of St. Lucia encouraged and facilitated this project, we will bring even more fervor, energy, and commitment to encouraging you to start that project as soon as possible. But I just want to tell you that we thank you for your continued confidence in the St. Lucian economy as you build and plan for the future. This gives me the perfect opportunity to end as I started. In 1981, the decision to invest in St. Lucia inspired confidence. That's what it did to a beleaguered economy at the time. Today, 33 years later, this decision does the same thing, give confidence to our economy and to its future prospects as we cope from the fallout of a global recession. This show of confidence endorses fully the World Bank's ranking of St. Lucia as the #1 place to do business in the region. This is something that you must always remember wherever you go. You have chosen the right place for this expansion. Again, I wish you the very best. It is my hope that you will continue to expand, as this only translates into good news for the economy and particularly the job market. And may I also, in closing, applaud the St. Lucian staff. You have an excellent core of workers. They're dedicated, they're committed, and you must never think that I don't test them. I make the occasional calls from time to time to ask for advice. I don't tell them who I am, but somewhere towards the conversation, I say, by the way, this is Kenny Anthony, and I want to thank you for the advice and the information. The last bit of advice I got, I was searching for a mattress, and when I called and I was given the prices, big, double mattress and so on, given the prices, and I was tempted to select a particular brand. And the young lady said to me, Mr. Prime Minister, would you allow me to persuade you otherwise? The other mattress may be a little cheaper, but it's better for your back. You're a big man. I accepted the advice willingly. And so, sir, I just want to tell you they're a caring set of employees that you have. Look after them so that your investment can prosper. Thank you very much. now declare the Unicoma Distribution Center open for business.